exceptional.
And we're back. This is Sips on Traderade.
Sipping on it.
You sipping on that Traderade?
Sipping on Traderade.
Are you sipping on that Traderade, Mike? Be honest.
I am sipping on Traderade.
Yeah, I am as well. I'm enjoying it. I'm your host, Tom Sofa.
Mike Tomato.
And we're here to talk Sips on Traderade, Season 4, Episode 8, A Queen Never Comes Off Her Throne.
A fitting title, I think, for the episode.
I mean,
for what happens.
those words are literally said in the episode. I don't know if you caught that.
No. And I find that that's usually how they make the titles. It's usually a slogan or a phrase that somebody said.
Very reality TV.
So,
Very.
reality TV. Oh my God.
So,
Let's get into it.
this here is going to be the first episode with no Lisa Rinna.
And I'm so devastated.
And I just wanted to acknowledge that.
I'm so devastated.
Last we left, Candace was very upset, and she wrote Rob's name down at the last round table as a quote-unquote throwaway vote.
Yeah.
And we were about to get in the turret with the now only 2 traders left. So, you ready to get into it, man?
Yeah, let's do it.
You sure?
Let's get into that turret.
They get into the turret.
Let's talk turret.
Those hoods come right on off. And things are a little awkward. Rob says that there was enough evidence to go for Lisa. I mean, it's plain and simple. There was plenty of evidence to go, and I mean, how could you not?
And I do logically agree with Rob, even though I spiritually disagree.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I mean, the only thing that I can say against it is that Rob did start to campaign against Lisa a little bit. So, like, it's not like he...
Oh, 100%. He's not blameless
But...
in the whole thing. He literally almost kind of led the campaign to get Lisa.
Right, but in order to appear as a faithful... Like, once he saw that Lisa's name was written out there and there was no way that she was going to make it as a traitor...
Right.
Then I think that you kind of... Like, he knew that she was going in the next episode, maybe 2. So why not spearhead it? Why not be seen as, like, one of the faithfuls who got her?
Yeah, okay, I can understand what you're saying.
Why not?
And I don't know, maybe we'll maybe find out at the reunion or something, but I don't know, it seems like ever since Lisa's name was first mentioned, Rob is like, I'm going to do this shit solo. That seemed to be his mentality.
No. Candace, she forced it. She did it. She didn't have to vote for Rob right there.
I do think that it was a bad choice on Candace's
She
part.
should have never voted for Rob right there.
think
she had every chance.
I think she just voted for Rob because she was like, well, fuck you for voting for your fellow traitor and my fellow housewife.
Yeah, I mean, she took it personal, and she shouldn't have.
Right. But
Yeah.
also, Rob shouldn't have voted for Lisa.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put this little thought bubble into the world. I wonder if there will ever be a point in the traders where a trader has the option or the opportunity to, like, I don't know, become like a faithful in some way. It's almost impossible because they know who the other traders are.
Yeah.
You know, which is like the only big poke through the holes that the hole that I can poke through.
If you do like a Donna Kelsey thing, I guess you could.
Yeah, like I almost wonder if, I just don't know. I just think that would be interesting. I don't know how they would do it, but if there was a way for them to figure out how to do it, it'd be interesting. Anyway, let's get back in the turret. So, yeah, Rob says there's enough to go for Lisa. Candace goes, oh, I disagree. You could have given a throwaway vote or some BS. And I was like, that really is just such bullshit. And it cuts to Rob saying that he knows that Candace is ready to go to war and that, in my opinion, she's just being a bad traitor at this point by putting Rob's name out there. Like, you do take an oath as a traitor, not like to try to keep the identities for the most part. And I know that, like,
Okay.
the way that Rob kind of did it, he did kind of go for Lisa,
Right.
as a faithful though. Like Candace was doing it in a like such an obviously like
it was revenge.
sus way,
It seemed more revenge based.
and Rob is strictly playing the game. But anyway,
Fascinating. I didn't remember the oath.
every season
The traitor's oath.
they take the traitor's oath. Yeah, and it's a whole thing.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, it just makes me hate Rob more
Really?
because now he can't even keep his oath.
But you're a traitor though.
So then it's bullshit. The traitor's oath is bullshit.
I don't know, man. Like I believe that there's like a certain moral compass kind of thing, and I think at the round table, like it's one thing if all the clues are leading to someone.
But I guess
It's one thing if all the clues are leading to someone, but no clues were leading to Rob.
yeah.
And Candace was like, Rob, all the clues were leading to Lisa. All of them.
And what clues?
How she was acting.
The hearsay.
She wasn't acting like herself.
I guess, but I didn't.
We can go back. I can go back. I mean, like literally Colton asks, have you ever seen Lisa act this way? And Dorinda instantly goes, no, I haven't.
Okay, but like it's fucking Dorinda.
The way that Lisa explained so clearly everything that happened, there were so many things.
I guess.
There were so many things. Otherwise, she wouldn't have gotten voted out. And Colton did say it first. It wasn't Rob. Rob did not lead the charge.
Okay.
He didn't. He did help.
He amplified.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure he did.
All right, whatever.
But Candace did it without any evidence against Rob, and she started creating a random bit of evidence.
Yeah,
And she started giving away like his traitor gameplay, which was like he's been whispering ears into Colton's ear probably and
Right.
puppeting him, which is like so fucking true. But like that is bad traitor play.
yeah,
It's bad.
No, I agree. I agree with where you're coming from.
We're gonna get there. So, like I said, Candace is being a bad traitor. However, Candace doesn't know that Colton put her name out there to Maura and Rob the night before. And because of how Candace is being a bad traitor, because, you know, Rob has pretty much said, like, we can still play this game if, like, we can. But the way that she's making it clear that it's on. And if she's making it clear that it's on, Rob says, fine, I'm not going to share all the information with you then. And it's going to be what it's going to be. And he pretty much tells Candace that she can pick who's going to get murdered. Alan comes in and he says, you know, you guys can recruit or you can murder. They discuss for a second and they're not ready to recruit. You know, a house divided, probably not a good idea to recruit. And they don't trust each other. So how can they trust each other to recruit
Exactly.
somebody that's like middle of the road?
The traitors are crumbling.
The traitors are a crumbling as a team. Rob says, I'll give you more leeway, who we kill tonight, because it's my idea not to recruit, is what he said.
Yeah.
But anyway, they go through who that they could kill. They say either Stephen, Colton, or Natalie could be up for murder. And Rob pretty much goes, it's up to you. He obviously doesn't want Colton to be murdered in theory. And it would upset him, but he says, go ahead. And then we skip on over to breakfast time. And Eric, Tara, Maura, and Johnny come on in. And they put Steven's name out there because of the gold situation. How Lisa gave all of her gold to Steven.
Right.
And they mentioned that there could have been a recruitment last night. Bless you.
Thank you.
Dorinda and Kristen then come in next. And they kind of say, who do you think could flip really quick? And Maura says, I think Candace could be somebody who could flip kind of quick on a dime type of thing. Which I think is a fair thing to say. I think that...
yes, I do.
You know, and her saying Candace's name with Rob not even there. And Rob, you know, all it does is make Rob look more like a faithful and like make that thought seem like it's coming from Maura's mouth.
Right.
And it did kind of come from Colton. Johnny defends Candace a little bit right there. He's just like, no, that's my girl. Like, hell no, hell no. I feel so bad for Johnny, kind of.
Yeah, he's not being steered in the right direction.
Yeah.
He's aligned himself with the other figure skater girl who's
Tara.
who's just not very bright, it seems.
Yeah.
All tea, all shade to Tara. I'm sure she's a fabulous skater,
Yeah.
but you're not winning a scholastic decathlon.
No.
You're winning a
Skater.
a dance ice competition.
Yep. Mark and Candace come in, and they kind of bring up the vote. She defends her vote, saying that there wasn't enough evidence on Lisa. Crazy. And Mara jumps in and says, and Mara's like, but that's what you did with Rob, right? Like, you threw a vote out without any evidence, so why would you do that? Dorinda says that she did the same thing by voting for Maura. Of course, Dorinda's going to defend another housewife without just blindly. She's just going to do it. That's just so Dorinda.
She's Dorinda.
Yep.
She's the village idiot.
Oh, yeah. The final wave of players come in. Natalie, Rob, and Steven come in. No Colton. I was kind of in shock. Even when Rob said,
Really?
Only because when Rob said that you can choose type thing, I kind of thought that was indicating like Colton's the obvious choice. They might not pick Colton.
Oh no, I was so happy.
I'm sure you were. I was also happy.
So
I thought it
happy.
was great. I thought it was good.
Oh, okay, great.
I was.
And
Happy
I
about it.
wasn't surprised. I knew Colton.
I was a
the
little
obvious choice.
surprised. I knew that he was gonna be up for murder soonish, but I did not think it was gonna be.
No, because
quite
the
yet.
way when Candace like called Rob out for like partnering up with Colton, so if she was playing strategically, which I think she was in that moment,
Yeah.
she chose to nix Rob's ally.
God, I think she was trying to be strategic, but playing with emotion. I think if she had stepped back, the most obvious choice is generally not the right choice.
Yeah.
And I think that she chose the most obvious choice. And I was thinking she might not. I just was. I don't know why. I think it's very traitors of me to think that way. But
Yeah, I guess.
but I don't blame her for making that call in the
No.
moment by any means.
And I guess personally, if I was Candace, I would have campaigned so much harder against Rob.
Yeah.
Personally, because I was like, if you're gonna take me down, fuck you. I'm taking you down with.
Yeah, the problem is she doesn't have any evidence against Rob, and everybody's on Rob's side.
I know.
And
But this game is all hearsay. All you have to do is like, why do you think he turned on Lisa? Why do you think he was like one of the initiators of that
she's trying to do it
conversation?
while still keep herself in the game, which is like next to impossible.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. No, she's got an uphill battle. But
Yeah. Then we flash back into the turret, and the reason I wasn't sure is because when they flash back to the turret at this point, then they show that Rob gives zero pushback on Colton, aside from saying that he doesn't want to, because they didn't show that. They did cut that out, and then they showed it after Colton died that he was just like, go ahead, like, I don't want you to, but go ahead.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, had I seen that, then obviously I would have known. I've been like, oh, not surprised at all. But
Yeah.
I thought that he would be like, no, not Colton, sorry, like, because as a traitor, like, he could have done that, and but he set like the perfect trap for her. He really did. Then we get back to breakfast. Alan comes in with a lovely floral suit.
oh, I loved it.
He had like a little Einstein hair, kind of
Yeah.
like froof going on the sides. Not on the
No,
top like
but-
Einstein, but like froofy side, messy vibe. It was cute.
The pattern of the jacket, or like it was like a 70s floral, like textile couch
Yeah.
kind of fabric. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Alan makes some sort of mention about framing, right? Some sort of framed or something about, I don't know, the mission.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really catch it. And then it's just time to chop it up a little bit.
Chop it up.
Yep. Candace starts pushing some names that haven't been brought up yet. She's like, I think we got to start looking this way. And with Colton gone, most of the people, Johnny and Kristen and Tara, feel lost because they were on to Colton as a traitor.
Right.
Steven's name gets put back out there. Steven then mentions that he feels that the Dagger 6 are kind of a target, which I think is a silly thing to say. I really didn't feel that way. I feel like
I honestly forgot about them.
Yeah.
Until he said that moment.
Yeah. Eric throws Candace's name out there to Mark, Steven, and Natalie, and Rob. Rob then mentions that Colton said Candace's name the night before, which is true. And all I'm going to say, as far as gameplay is concerned, if we're talking about the traitor oath, in this moment, Rob waited for somebody else to say Candace's name before he just brought a fact to the table. All he said was that Colton said Candace's name, which is true. He did not say, I'm saying Candace's name.
Technically, yes.
Technicalities matter. In this case, in my opinion,
It
if we're justifying.
still does not remove the fact that Rob is a treacherous little slut.
Say what you want.
He is.
Say what you want.
I'm not saying he's wrong, and I'm not saying that he's not playing the game. He has great self-preservation skills, but he's getting rid of my girls, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Over to the kitchen, and Candace is telling Johnny and Kristen about. Hold on one second here. And is telling Johnny and Kristen about Rob being flustered this morning when Colton died, and how he dropped his fork at breakfast, and I just noted that Candace is grasping so hard here. Like, it's just like, girl, you are fucking grasping.
He was reaching, and it was so obvious.
Because, like you were just saying, it's a game of hearsay, and she has so little on Rob that she says that he dropped a fucking fork.
Right.
And that he was distraught that his homeboy went home, who was a faithful.
Right.
All it does is make him look faithful.
I know, Candace. As, like, her reputation on Potomac did not precede her on this. Nor did Rinna, to be totally honest. I did expect more out of Rinna.
Yeah.
But
anyway, it's mission time. This mission I thought was kind of fun. 3 players get chosen to guess which paintings are being reenacted by each group.
I thought this was actually like pretty cheeky and kind of funny.
It's cheeky, funny, not that intense. Liked it.
No,
I liked it.
Low stakes.
Yeah,
so low.
Low stakes, easy money type thing.
But the idea of like
getting to recreate something like that,
right,
is so fun.
And I think it was like Dorinda or somebody was like mooing on the floor on the ground.
Yeah,
and they're like, I think it was Natalie who was like, "That's mooing. She's mooing. It must be a cow." It was like so stupid.
So stupid.
But it's so funny. Like, it's just so ridiculous.
Hilarious. In doing so, Rob is kind of like, they're picking who gets to be the guessers.
Yeah.
And Natalie gets chosen, Kristen gets chosen, and Rob says that he doesn't feel safe. Or Johnny says that he would feel, because you can get that's the only way that you can get a shield is in there guessing. There's no shields otherwise. And Johnny says that he would like to do it, and then Rob says, well, I kind of don't feel safe after Colton got murdered, which I think is a pretty clean excuse. And Johnny just kind of goes, if you want it, you got it, Chifo. And Rob goes on in there. And I think that's just Rob gets to have eyes on who gets the shield. Brilliant.
I know.
Brilliant. And has an opportunity to get the shield too.
I don't know if Rob is actually an incredible gamesman, or if people are just like so blinded by his beauty, and they're just like, sure, Rob, anything for you, baby.
He's saying the right things.
Because I'm just in awe.
He's also saying the right things.
I know. So I'm like, is this conscious or is this unconscious?
It's got to be a both type thing, I think.
Questions.
Oh, and it's Mark who gets the guess, by the way, not Natalie. Kristen, Mark, and Rob. Sorry. Everybody. And then it cuts to Candace. I got a little Candace quote here. Everybody just wants to drink Rob's bathwater because he is such a faithful. hilarious.
She's right.
She is right.
Everyone's sucking on Rob, and
But he's playing a faithful.
No, I'm not saying that is not correct.
I know you're not. I'm just saying.
But as a viewer, I'm watching everyone suck on Rob, and I'm just like, I'm bored. Suck on somebody else.
It's the game. Each reenactment that gets guessed right, it adds $3,000 to the prize pot. There's 6 reenactments total.
Love it.
Love it. The teams are Steven, Candace, Johnny, and Eric on one. The other group is Natalie, Maura, Dorinda, and Tara. I did not take... I don't have that many details about this mission. I felt like it was kind of not action-packed enough to take that many...
Just Google it, listener.
Yeah. Hopefully you already watched it and you're recapping with us, so you know what happens.
Picture 5 adults trying to reenact a pastoral image.
4.
Whatever.
And pretty much the way that it goes, they go 4 for 6. Stephen, Candace, Johnny, and Eric only get 1 right. Natalie, Maura, Dorinda, and Tara get them all right. Natalie, Maura, Dorinda, and Tara, I feel like they kind of got some easier ones.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But they also did a good job lining it up and setting it up right, too.
No, they committed.
They committed a little bit better. Not that Candace and Johnny didn't commit, and Stephen and Eric. But Stephen kind of wanted to take over this weird director role, which I thought was kind of funny.
He's weird.
But hey, have fun, man.
I'm like, aren't you just known for like 90210 or something? And he's like, I was a director.
One Tree Hill too. He probably directed a couple One Tree Hill
whatever
episodes.
that is. But it's like, Diva, I've never even fucking heard of you, and you're gonna come here and tell everyone that you're a director?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who?
Kristen then finds a canvas with a back on it and rips it off, and that's where the shield's at. Shout out Kristen. She finds it. 4, like I said, 4 out of 6 were correct. They added $12,000 to the prize pot. The total prize pot at this point is $150,800. Guys, they're just going to keep adding money. I don't mean to break, like,
Love it.
every challenge they get money.
More money.
It's just going to keep happening.
Give me money.
They have the budget already planned out.
Help me, I'm a poor celebrity.
Yeah. Alan mentions that the shield was in fact found, which I thought was, interesting.
Why are we discussing it in some instances and then not in others?
Right? Well, he did mention that he mentioned it to the last group of players, right?
Like
that
there was the
got.
moment, I don't remember exactly. I think
They were in the house.
It was the like horror house challenge, whatever.
And people came out.
Yeah, and he said the last 3 that didn't run out to the graves.
He told them.
He told them that nobody took a shield.
Right.
So why are we now? What are we doing?
I don't fully understand it. I don't fully understand the rules around it. It just seems like Alan just gets to do what he wants.
He's just making it up.
He just gets to do what he wants after it's done. If he feels like it's worth noting, he's noting it.
Okay, sure. Pop off, Alan.
I thought it was interesting though that he did as well. But whatever. We get back to a little time to chop it up. Mark says there has to be a guy in the turret. There's got to be. He says that to Kristen. Eric tells Johnny about Candace, but then mentions Steven to Eric because he can't imagine, Lisa strategizing up in the turret, which I think is a funny thing to say. I think it's a little fair. I do think that Lisa can strategize if she wants to, but only...
I found that comment to be a little condescending.
Yeah, I don't know. Not the cleanest comment, but what are you going to do? Lisa was the first traitor to go after Ms. Kelsey.
She was. We don't even she's just not even included in the episode in the show anymore.
Right. Eric tells Johnny about. Oh, I already said that. Dorinda brings up Lisa giving Steven all her gold again at the mission in the last episode. Candace and Steven start chatting and mentioning that Colton put Candace's name out there the night before he ended up dying, and Candace tries to get Rob's name in there. Rob walks in. And he says, can I talk to Candace, to Steven? And Rob says, listen, I'm not going to be pushing for you at the round table. Just so you know. I'm not. I'm going to kind of play clean. And Candace is like, I heard that I heard that Colton said my name the night before he died. Were you a part of that? Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
And he lies to her, which
No.
he surely can.
No, I would never. I'd never do such a thing to my fellow traitor.
Oh, yeah. And Candace says, I feel like and Rob says to Candace, I feel like you're taking this very personally, and it's a game. It is a game. And Candace goes, it is a game, and you are a snake. Which, every time they call him a snake, I'm just like, are you just looking at his tattoos? Or are you talking about what he does back in Alabama?
He doesn't wear a fucking shirt.
Yeah, who cares? Whatever.
Oh my god! I think he showed up in like a sweater vest moment thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just get this man a shirt.
Yeah. We get to the round table, and it kind of cuts to Candace for a sec before we get started, and she pretty much says that she thinks that Rob is playing dirty. And I wanted to ask you, I know we've kind of talked through it a lot
Do I think
throughout this episode, whether or not Rob is playing dirty or not. And
it's not clean.
I want to know your opinions. Do you think that he's not playing clean? You think he's playing dirty? Or is he playing good?
Somewhere in the middle. I do think that...
So he's walking the line.
Yes.
That's fair.
I think he is following like self-preservation first and foremost.
Yeah.
I don't think he is like maliciously going after his fellow traders.
Hell no.
But his lack of loyalty is concerning.
Is it concerning because he is he was weirdly loyal to Ron and like weirdly loyal to Colton. So like it's not that he doesn't show his loyalties. I think that
he's showing it to the wrong people.
No, he's not. I think that Lisa played a bad game and was great TV, but got herself caught as a traitor.
I think
that Candace also in this episode specifically and at the end of the last episode, she also played as a bad traitor game wise. She could have tried to mend things with Rob. Remember, it's a game. Bygones be bygones. In order to self-preserve long term, you gotta mend it up with Rob. Things could have gone differently, 100%, because I think Rob is willing to, if she was willing to play a smart game, but she stopped playing a smart game.
See, the thing with loyalty, though, is that it's not a mechanism of self-preservation. So if you're going to be a loyal person, that will require sacrifice. And I don't think Rob has displayed any type of sacrifice. I think his whole disposition so far in the game has just been whatever keeps Rob alive. And that's why I think he's shown a lot more favor to the faithfuls, because I think that is a good strategy for him. But he did not work well with the other girls in the turret, and that shows.
I think if Candace had come in there into the turret and said, "Hey, sorry for putting your name out there. I don't regret it, but I'm sorry for putting your name out there. How do we move forward?"
Yeah, but that would have never happened without Ron.
Hear me though.
Or Rob acknowledging his disloyalty to Lisa, which he never did.
Why? But Lisa was gone. That's the thing that we need to accept. Lisa was gone. So he doesn't need to be loyal to Lisa anymore because Lisa's gone. Her name is on the wall. The best gameplay.
It's not necessarily to the individual, but it's to the traders as an entity.
No, I disagree with you.
Like, he didn't, like, from what I witnessed and just my personal opinion, he didn't even try to defend Lisa at all. As soon as Lisa's name went out, he's just like, yep.
Not as soon, man. It was as soon as it was clear that she was gonna go home.
Like, he didn't even try and misdirect. Like, he didn't even, as soon as Lisa's name was mentioned, to be like, oh yeah, maybe that's a good idea, but have you thought of X?
He did not.
He didn't even do any of that.
He voted for Lisa. Like, him voting for Lisa the first time was a surprise. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yes. So that was the first time.
And it was a poor choice. For the traders, not for him. Him personally, it was a smart choice.
I think
For the traders,
I think that Rob was under the impression that Lisa was going to go home that night.
Right.
So he was trying to vote as a faithful, and then the next episode, in theory, he would not have had to gun for Lisa at all because she would have already been gone. But he was not like openly pursuing Lisa before that first vote. That first vote was a surprise.
Yes.
So his first go for, and then after that, he was just being consistent.
Do you think that that first vote for Lisa signed her death warrant?
Not Rob voting for her, no.
Okay.
No. She signed it before.
I think if Rob...
Ron should not have gone home. Lisa should have gone home.
I don't necessarily agree with that,
I know you don't. That's okay.
but I think in Rob's situation, where we can agree is that he's definitely playing for himself. And where we
Everybody's playing for themselves.
Well, I would argue that Candace's reactions and behavior is more aligned with her not necessarily thinking of her best interest, but more or less of like revenge for Lisa. So she's thinking in some capacity
No, you're an idiot.
for the traders.
You're an idiot. I'm sorry. I appreciate your argument,
And
but you're wrong.
so in terms of Rob, I think he is just playing the self-preservation game. And the way he voted for Lisa was the
He did not put her name out there
straw
before
that broke the camel's back. I'm not saying he was the first person to say her name, but his vote changed the dynamic of the round table.
Had Lisa gone home that night, I think Candace and Rob would have been able to coexist as traders.
If Lisa did not get the second most votes that night, I feel like we'd be having a different conversation.
No,
But the fact that Rob...
dude, you're acting like Lisa was not obviously playing unlike
No,
her
no, that's-
actual self,
that's not-
and that is what got her found out. It was not Rob bringing her name out.
That's not what I care about right now.
That is what I care about.
My argument that I care about is,
Yeah, you care about. I'm
is
ready
the
to move
fact
on.
that Rob is not a trader for traders.
He is a
He's-
trader for traders.
No, he's a trader for himself. He's a trader for Rob.
Candace,
All of his actions,
Dude.
all of his actions as a trader.
if Candace was a
have
trader for
only helped
traders,
him.
if Candace was a trader for traders, she would not only back Lisa, she would back Rob playing the game right. That is
If-
the right way to play, and I'm
if
sorry
Rob-
that you are a housewife fan.
If Rob was working as a trader for the traders, he would have clued Candace into his vote against Lisa.
I think that he
would have
how?
plotted it with them.
He did not plot voting for Lisa that night.
No, but
He did not. The evidence that the round table put against Lisa made him have to make a decision at the round table. There was no point where they could get together.
So you think that he was not going to vote for Lisa until the round table? Like until the conversation at the round table, then he changed his mind and voted for Lisa. I'm saying he went into the round table with the intention of voting for Lisa, regardless of what
The
was...
first time.
Yes.
Where do you have any sort of proof?
When Lisa's name was being floated out for the first time, and Colton, I think, was the one that started the conversation, and then Colton was queuing in with Natalie and Dorinda. I think that was the seed in Rob's head that, okay, the writing on the wall is here for Lisa. I'm just going to make myself look like a faithful and vote for Lisa at this round table because it's inevitably going to happen.
Yeah, so that round table, it was between Colton, Ron, and Lisa.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody else.
And Rob chose not to vote for Colton and Rob
chose
because
to
they
vote.
were his bros.
Rob chose to vote for the people that he had actually connected with, and his vote could have been a swing vote to get Lisa out. I'm not denying that, but that does not mean, I think had the round table gone another way, where, because people that were like Natalie's name was out there, Steven's name not really out there, but like there were other people that they could have gone for, but it happened to be like everybody had a feeling it was going to be Ron, but the votes were very close. It ended up being, it could have been Ron, Colton,
He
or
was
Lisa.
one of the last votes.
Yeah, but all the no.
He watched three people
all,
already
You do
vote
not
for
get
Lisa.
to change. You don't get to change. It's
I
all
understand.
locked in before.
I understand that.
So what do you mean? He can't change it after he sees the votes. It's already locked in.
Okay.
So you can't change it.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not allowed.
Okay.
So
he.
But if all the votes had been going to
So it was premeditated.
somebody else, if it was no. He made the decision after all the arguments were put out there.
Yeah.
The only evidence that had been put out there that Rob
So do you
agreed
think
with,
he thought Lisa wasn't going to get that many votes?
he thought Lisa was going to go home. He thought
but
Lisa
he
was
didn't say
going
that
to
in
get the
the
most votes.
turret. He said when he
And he didn't want to vote for Ron. He wanted Ron to stay.
exactly.
He wanted Colton to stay.
But when Lisa and Candace confronted him in the turret, like, why would you do that? He's like, I didn't think there was any possibility of you going home. And that's when Candace was like, it was one vote, dude.
Right. But he didn't know the outcome.
I understand that, but it was shifty play, and it was not in the trader's best interest. Because through that, what it did is actually his one action to vote for Lisa in this moment is actually what I would argue is what caused the downfall of the traders. Because it created all the infighting.
Downfall of the traders.
Yeah, because it created all this infighting. And it's Rob's fault.
It's not, dude.
White men, they ruin everything.
It's not. Rob did the right thing.
For himself.
For the game. As a game player, I'm sorry that Lisa was not playing the game until too late. I'm sorry that
I don't care about Lisa anymore.
I'm sorry that Candace chose
Candace,
to not try to play the game and just go out for revenge. I'm sorry. She could have easily chosen to play the game, and she chose to play a game of revenge rather than play to win. And that is
I
her
disagree.
decision.
I
know you disagree. You've been telling me that.
I think Rob has schemed this whole situation so he could be the sole trader. And this is where we're at. It's the Rob show.
Okay. Well, let's get back to the round table.
Please.
Look around you. Think about how faithful you truly how much faith you truly have in each other. Then think again.
Thinking it.
The floor is yours. Johnny goes ahead and puts Steven's name out there right away because Colton did mention Steven. Dorinda then also backs that comment, saying that Lisa gave Steven all the gold, and Steven instantly denies. And he says that he went to Lisa for it. She would have never given it to him otherwise. He doesn't hesitate. He says it very clearly, very believable. Boom. Crushed it.
So convincing. I was convinced.
Eric goes ahead and puts Candace's name out there, and she defends her throwaway vote yet again. Candace then puts Tara's name out there for rallying votes against Natalie in the kitchen, which Tara did not do. Candace then tries to shine a light on Rob for dropping his fork earlier at breakfast and says that he has been, whispering into Colton's ear. And this is, like I said earlier, kind of some bad trader gameplay. I know we slightly disagree. That's fine. That's
Trader on trader violence.
a little trader on trader action. Rob says that he was upset that Colton went home and that he dropped his fork. So what? He's dropped a lot of forks. Fair defense.
I've never dropped a fork.
And
Ever.
Yeah. People do it. I have.
No.
I bet you have when you were younger.
Can't be me.
No, I'm going to ask your parents later.
No, it can't be me.
More than asks Candace, so was it a throwaway vote or are you actually suspicious of Rob?
Don't be suspicious. Don't
And
be suspicious.
Candace then mentions at breakfast that Rob seemed kind of nervous. And Rob says, nah, I don't get nervous. Sorry. And Candace just keeps going at him. And they just kind of go back and forth. But Rob just keeps defending and Candace keeps attacking. And inevitably, that will always end in getting a traitor Like if you're the attacker like that, you're gonna get voted out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like that's just
been the history of the whole show. It seems
there's just no way. And then the time for talk is over. There's no talking about anything else at this point. And I think that if they had kept going, maybe some other BS would have come out. And then Alan was probably just like, I got to cut it here because you guys might both give yourselves away here
Right.
if you don't fucking like. Candace might say you're a fucking traitor, and I know it because we're in the turret. Like like she might.
I mean, that would be amazing.
That would be crazy, and the whole show would end. Right? They'd be like, oh well, Faithless win.
Bring back Donna. Donna comes back.
and Donna comes back, and we
She's been here
reset.
the whole time.
And then Alan asks, does someone want to use the dagger? Silence. No dagger usage.
The dagger.
The dagger's now only good for 2 more round tables.
Yes.
It's only good for 4 total.
Yeah. And Rob has it.
Yep. The votes come out, and it ends up being 9 votes for Candace. Candace still votes for Rob again.
Traitor on traitor violence.
Crazy. And then Tara gets 1 vote from Natalie.
Yeah.
Is Candace a faithful or a traitor? She's a traitor.
Obviously.
She's a traitor.
Obviously.
I didn't feel like that she gave that good of a speech. I don't think she said anything too special up there.
No, it's fine.
Worth noting, but goodbye, Candace. You played a fun, dramatic game.
She had good one-liners throughout the show.
Yeah. Oh, one of my favorites was, I'm not going to get my coochie in that water. Who is going to take care of my coochie?
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
No,
or
she's
however
good.
she said it. So
She's great.
good for her. Final little opportunity to chop it up. And as they leave, Rob goes, why me? Why? Because I'm quiet?
Because I'm pretty.
Johnny goes, I'm feeling very overwhelmed and defeated. Robbie puts Johnny on the hot seat for Candace, backing him to have a chance to get a shield at the mission. Kristen says, Rob, which I know, there is no way that sweet, sweet man is a traitor. Hilarious.
Kristen, you stupid bitch. You stupid.
Mara puts
Stupid
Johnny's
bitch.
name out there to Tara and Natalie because of his connection to Candace, which if Johnny was a traitor, I think that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Johnny, Lisa, Rob would have been awesome.
Oh, epic.
Oh,
Epic.
I think Candace was good, but I don't know. That would have been fucking tight.
Yeah, having 2 housewives is... I think they chose good housewives.
Yes.
But, yeah, it would have been a more interesting dynamic if there was another type of celebrity.
Yeah, I kind of saw something along the lines of that. Because Love Island is an NBC, right? NBC show?
I don't know. I think so.
I think it is. I saw conspiracy. I saw something online that the traitors that were all chosen were all like NBC.
Lisa is Bravo. Candace is Bravo, which is NBC.
Yeah.
And then-
Housewives are
Yeah.
NBC.
Yeah.
And then Love Island is NBC.
Okay.
And it's on Peacock.
Yeah.
So I kind of, that's something that I saw.
Yeah, I wonder, there might be some conscious
I don't know.
choices there.
I don't know.
Because the only other one,
Because there could have been a Survivor
Bachelor's
player.
ABC,
Could have been.
Survivor CBS.
Yep.
What other shows on there?
And then there's, the ice skaters.
That's like Olympics, so that's NBC.
That is technically NBC,
Yeah.
but it's not like that's like a every 4 years
Right, it's not-
thing.
it's
That's not something that they consistently.
Right. They're not like on a franchise.
Yeah, exactly. That's not their actors.
yeah.
It's their
And then I don't know what Steven's show.
One Tree Hill.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was probably ABC, Hulu, or some shit.
Or MTV,
One Tree Hill,
which is CBS.
yeah. Either way, not 90210. Not
Yeah.
so. Conspiracy. I saw that.
No, it's
I saw that
fascinating.
a long time ago, but interesting.
Yeah.
And then Donna Kelsey. I mean, that's she not technically a traitor. Like, you know what
No,
I mean?
that's just a gimmick for Swifties.
Yeah. So Johnny's name's being put out there. Rob is seeming more faithful. Who the hell knows what's going on? They get into the turret, they being the one traitor left, Rob, and he goes, finally, some peace and quiet. Such a guy thing to say. And
Douche.
then,
Douche canoe.
yeah, Alan comes in and he goes, per the rules, you must try to recruit. And Alan goes, how does it feel to be the slayer of housewives? Which I thought was kind of funny to say.
He did. He did slay those wives.
Yeah, somebody's got to. And it's pretty much a join or die situation. Johnny, Natalie, Eric, Mark. Who could it be? Between those four, I feel like those are the names that he puts out there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Maura would be a bad pick. I don't think that she could handle.
I wouldn't
acting.
choose Maura. I would not choose Dorinda. I would not choose Kristen. I wouldn't choose Natalie.
I would not choose a gamer. No.
Yeah, I would not
at
choose a
this point in the
gamer.
game. I would not. I think Johnny would have been such good TV, and it would have been fun. But if Rob snagged Johnny just to get him out as another traitor, it would have been crazy.
Yeah.
It would have been so brutal. I don't know if I would have liked it that much, to be honest.
I mean, what a fascinating strategy if that's how Rob just continues the rest of the game, where it's like recruit more traitors and just
get him
kill them out.
Yeah, crazy. And so he ends up picking Eric.
Yeah.
Shocking. A huge twist. And I
Yeah, I did not see that coming. But why did they show... Like, why wouldn't Eric just get the letter? Why would they show Rob's face?
well, because they know he's going to find out anyway. Like,
I guess so. Like, Eric has to say yes.
Yeah.
He can't say no.
he could say no.
But then he knows who the traitor is.
And he dies. If you say no, you die.
Oh,
You either join or die.
so he has to become a traitor.
You can choose
Or die.
to leave the show. You can.
Yeah.
He's not going to. Odds are he's not going to.
No, he
Odds
shouldn't.
are he's going to be willing to run it.
Yeah.
But you never fucking know. You really don't know for sure. But odds
Yeah.
are he's going to accept.
No, girl, get that money.
I would accept for sure. It'd
Yeah.
be so fun.
I've never heard of him before. Get that money.
Yeah, and the letter says like make your way to the stone steps. So Eric makes his way to the stone steps, and he's expecting to meet with Johnny. He like sees the handwriting. He's like, I know who it is. It's Johnny.
Right. His golden ears and his fabulous eyes. Eric is quite the investigator.
Yeah. Oh yeah. His senses have never been better. And then it cuts to him away, and he goes, "This is what happens when you're nice," which I thought was kind of funny. Silly little thing. He's a
Whatever.
nice little boy. And Eric just can't believe it. He's in shock. He almost falls down when he sees Rob. It was really, really good. It was very, very
It's like,
dramatic. He was very clearly shocked, and
Yeah.
as he should be. Everybody will be shocked to
Right.
find out that Rob was the traitor
exactly.
at this point of the game. And that's where we leave. We leave with that lovely little twist. And I cannot wait to see what Eric and Rob have to say to each other about
You know
it.
what? Maybe you should have picked Dorinda, because who else is going to pick another housewife?
God, dude, I don't think Dorinda could do it though.
I know that's the hard part.
He needs to find somebody who could do it. I would have liked for him to pick Mark, but like,
No.
why? Why?
Mark is dumb.
Yeah, I mean Eric too. He thought it was Johnny. He thought it was
Yeah, but Eric is like innocently dumb. Mark doesn't have this kind of like innocence that Eric walks around with.
I think that Steven, Johnny, Eric, Mark, that foursome, any of them could have worked. I wouldn't have wanted to see Johnny be worked, but I think Steven would have been good if he ended up being the final traitor for Eric or for Rob to pin. But I mean, Eric would be just as good if Eric ends up being found out as a traitor. That'd be insane. And then Rob looks more like faithful again. That'd be crazy. But I could also see them working together. I can see Eric not wanting
I don't know. I guess
wanting to like go toe to toe with Rob.
he might not have a choice though if Rob.
I'm saying like he accepts to be a traitor and then tries to get Rob out as the traitor
Yeah,
and then be
okay.
the sole
Yeah.
traitor. I don't know if Eric has it in him
No.
to run that gambit.
No, I don't think so.
So, all in all, I thought it was a good episode. I thought that
I thought it was fascinating that we got 2 housewives traders out back to back. I did not expect that.
Dude, I kind of called it last episode. I
mean-
kind of told you this is the way.
Now, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't want that to
I
happen.
know. And if you were to look back, you would hear I said it sparingly to you. I said I don't mind if Candace doesn't go home next episode, but I think Eric would be the next good trader. I said Natalie was the obvious choice.
So who's going home next episode?
Next episode, they're going to get Eric. And then I bet that everybody's going to show up to breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to know that they're going to assume that there's another recruitment, or they're going to assume that whoever got the shield, because somebody got the shield,
Mm-hmm.
defended it. So Kristen might be like, she might go out and say, I had the shield and I
wouldn't she still have the shield at that moment, though?
I don't think so. I think you get it for the night and you'd like have it. You probably get it at the thing and then you probably return the shield and you just don't die if your letter.
Like you don't keep it until you use it.
Probably not. Like you probably just are safe for the night once you get it. Probably.
I don't know.
Because I mean, once you get murdered and you have the shield, they don't like, here's the shield, let me exchange that. You just go into the room, you read the letter, and you're just like, no, I'm safe, type thing.
Hmm.
So the next morning they're going to come in and they're kind of going to ask. They're going to be like, oh, everybody's still here, everybody's still here. Could be recruitment, or did somebody have the shield that got denied? Kristen will probably be like, I had the shield, I got denied. But the only risk of saying that is if they might consider that Kristen might have gotten recruited and she lied.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But then again, Mark would know that she got the shield and be able to say that. And Rob also kind of would know too. So I don't know who would be open to saying, because then it's all hearsay at this point as to what's actually happening possibly.
Right.
And then obviously Eric would also be inclined. He's going to be inclined to just be like, I don't know, unless he gets murdered. Which, like I said, I know you think that he's going to continue, and he probably will. But there is a small chance that, like the smallest chance, that for some reason he's just like, dude, I don't think I can be a traitor. Like I really don't think I can do it. And he doesn't even want to try. Like there is the smallest chance.
I mean, sure, right.
I'm just gonna we have to say that it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I would kind of live though at the same time if Rob does go scorched earth and just like, I'm gonna kill every traitor.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Be awesome, really.
He would be quite the villain.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's my rant on the traitors. That's what I got for you. And
Incredible.
And just to like bookend this little podcasting sesh, you guys, if you made it to the end of this, check out Sofa Tomatoes. It's one of our fave little projects that we work on here.
Check it
I
out.
texted Mike's dad about a song called "If I Had $1 Million" by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh my God! Did you finally get a
Mike had
response?
never heard of it before, and he didn't think that it was a real song. He thought that it was related.
It's a fake song.
No, it's not. It's a real song. It charted. And I asked his dad, I said, did you enjoy this song? And he goes, it was familiar, but not in his top 100 at the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So he knew it. He was aware.
Okay.
Okay.
But
He just kept it from you.
It tracks with what I
With
said.
what you said. Yeah. But he knew it. He knew it.
Yeah.
He wasn't bopping to it, though.
No. That was not a song played in the Amato household.
But anyway, just bookend. You got anything for the people?
No.
No? Okay.
I got nothing.
Coolio. Well, thanks for tuning in, you guys. You know, tune in again next week. We got more for you.
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Okay, bye.
Peace.
Love y'all.